During the struggle of collecting a total ban Uganda at large, Mawogola Sabuka massively responded to this campaign. Join me once Cosmas, Royal TV, live at
635 students graduated in Kirumba Masaka. The ICC presided over the ceremony. Yet on Royal TV for more details, news live.
Police released a report on Uganda. Police arrested the man who raped Mwonge Solomon on Royal TV. Live at 7.
Declared as the president was placed in jail. Live on Royal TV.
The former FDC director Kanuchiza Besigye court, but surprisingly joined me 7. I'm Cheyun Lameka.
Good evening. Welcome to Royal TV News live at 7. Alex Munza is my name, and let's first look at the headlines.
Yellow and blue pigs at Parliament, jobless brother with strong list.
3 months covered, no business table on floor of Parliament.
Jacob Olanya traveled to America to attend the Uganda North.
New development in the Sorbonne University after students.
Mtedawon University Vice Chancellor on spot.
A strike is simply one way of reaching out to the people that you want.
Trump and Clinton, who won the first US presidential debate.
And the kind of plan that Donald has put forth would be
I want to give you once again. I'm Noreen, let's have the news details. The Ugandan parliament was a big rally to 7 yellow piglets and 1 blue piglet weeks back as 2 youth activists protested the misuse of public funds.
Josephine Bilu and Ferdinand Luther brought painted piglets to Parliament, bearing the tags with names of members of Parliament.
The two were also putting on black-collared white t-shirts that were scripted in Jobless Brotherhood.
The two members of the Youth Jobless Brotherhood pressure group who dropped piglets at Parliament's main gate in the protest against the government's decision to give each member of Parliament shillings 150 million to buy new cars.
Our reporter Ivan Zerada, Ludwig Nakasanya, Nebaguza Jewan, and Tusimue Jewanija have more history.
Uganda's parliament was once again experienced a scene of running battles between police and 2 members of the Youth Jobless Brotherhood pressure group who dropped piglets at the parliament's main gate. In protest against the government's decision to give each member of parliament 2 million shillings to buy new cars. The piglets, about 10 in number, were painted yellow color, which is associated with the ruling NRM party, and blue color associated with the opposition Forum for Democratic Change FDC. This left Ugandan untenterhood. Lumujese Guild President Muteswa University was not content with names of members of parliament being tagged.
I'm also a politician and I'm from Democratic Party. But I think, okay, maybe it is one of the way these people are supposed to express themselves.
Growing discontent over the misappropriation of public funds has been evident in Uganda, with the Black Money movement leading the campaigns for the accountability of public funds. The youth activists say this was a message to legislators not to waste time on aimless debates. Jemba accuses the police's mistreatment shown as a way of disobeying the freedom and rights of animals.
Maybe even Ugandans realize that once they bring these piglets to the parliament of Uganda, their things will be acted upon. They've forgotten that the Uganda we have today is not the Uganda we had, or the previous Uganda we had. And the piglet thing also, I saw the police, the way they handled those animals. So I know there is the right of each and everything in the country.
To take those piglets to the parliament, maybe those people, they are in a big position, they don't want to show what they are to the public, but I think those youth, they are right to take those piglets to the parliament because it was a way of communication. They have any other choice of going to the parliament and express their feelings.
The first time pigs were visible at any parliament was in a Kenyan protest 2 years back, where protested against salary increment proposal by members of the Kenyan parliament. The question that now remains to be answered is how the piglets and the two youths beat security at the gate of parliament, and will the legislators change on their decisions?
Thank you so much,
Parliament right now Kadaga suspended the House on grounds that government has failed to generate business. Ms. Kadaga announced MPs would go on races before independence.
Beginning October 6th to November 14, 2016, the 9th Parliament left many bills on standstill that should have been reintroduced to attend Parliament, but none of the bills being tabled on the floor of the Parliament.
However, MPs were seriously exchanging word with electorates on their salary and money for new cars.
Some of the bills yet to be reintroduced in the 10th Parliament include sexual offences Bill 2016, Marriage and Divorce Bill, the Retirement Benefit Sector Liberalization Bill 2011, and the National Biotechnology and Biosafety Bill 2012. Among others, are reporters Idise Makalu, Chito Dixon, Matobu John Paul, and Namkwenda Bridget have more of the story.
Parliament has again been suspended until government generate business to members of parliament. This is the third time Parliament being suspended, and the previous one was the Speaker, Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga, and her deputy, Right Honorable Jacob Olanya, traveled to America to attend the Uganda North American Association Conference. This has put Ugandan to doubt the 10th Parliament.
Bachelor of Education in ICT. As a politician, I have a background, though I'm still struggling to be a very great man in this country. For the issues the members of the member of parliament are doing in this country concerning the issues of their struggle towards issues of vehicle and so on. To me, I see it that as a time wasted, because they are not fulfilling their purpose of being sent by the citizens in the parliament, because they have issues that they are supposed to discuss concerning their citizens. There are very many issues that the citizens are facing in this.
Kasim Mahad has accused MPs for not fulfilling what they promised to electorates. Rather, they are seriously exchanging words with electorates on their salaries and money for new cars.
Country, not their issues of the personal benefits concerning their vehicles and so on and so forth. So to me, I see it as a wastage of time which they are doing right now in the parliament, because they are supposed to fulfill what the citizens sent them.
Some of the bills yet to be reintroduced in the 10th Parliament include Sexual Offences Bill 2016, Marriage and Divorce Bill, the Retirement Benefits Sector Liberalization Bill 2011, and the National Biotechnology and Biosafety Bill 2012, among others.
As journalists, politics is good, but politics for the sake of it is redundant.
Thank you, news reporters. On August 26, 2016, students at Mutesa Wangari University main campus in Masaka staged a violent strike and destroyed main property. including the Vice Chancellor's car.
More than 12 students were arrested, including the guild president. The students struck due to their lecturers' refusal to teach them, lack of equipment, and poor state of lecture rooms.
Now their worries have been worked on when management started by removing asbestos on engineering and business block.
Both cameras for mass communication students, hookup tourism students, and the state of campus grounds and knowledge.
Our reporters, Chistolones, Chabasinga Topiet, Brenda, Mukasa, and Rogers have more details.
After the students' protest that took place on 26 August 2016 at Mutesa Wanlo University Kirumba Masaka campus, the university has started to register new changes. According to the Guild President Engineer Mujese, who spearheaded the strike, the students were complaining on a number of issues that were pertaining them, which included poor sanitation at the campus, the sorry state of the buildings, absence of administrators at the main campus, and dodging of lectures by the students' tutors.
Thank you very much. As you all know, a strike is simply one way of reaching out to the people that you want to get to know the reasons that are behind your cries. The students had different problems, as you all know. They were complaining about the best of roofs, they were complaining about the VC not coming at this campus, the lectures that were not there, the IT, they're complaining about the material, mass students. There are very many problems. I tried talking these problems to the people that were concerned, but it came to my worry that these people were not doing anything to solve these problems. The students felt that it was coming to an end. So they saw a council meeting going on, they thought it was the best time to attack. That's some of the main cause. First of all, the VC. In our university, it is one of the most poorest universities in Uganda. But we are.
However, Engineer Mujese said that after the protest, the administrators are now present at the campus, including the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Chigongo Bukenya. Buildings and toilets are now under renovation, and the students are now receiving lectures. The Chief Fresher-elect, Mr. Walid Cheswa, also confirmed that the first years are now receiving lectures, but they still face a challenge of few seats in lecture rooms.
We never attended lectures, but we are just there passing time. Yet we are declined to study. Then, what we have to do to further the solutions? After the strike, at least the university is now changing. Yes, first of all, I'm seeing that lecturers are so active these days. We don't know, because they were saying that they were not paid, but now we hope that they are paid. That's why they are attending lectures. The sanitation is somehow going on, improving, but there is another problem which so far they haven't changed. But we hope before we do another step, they will also change them.
However, Engineer Jesse Lumu warned that there are so many other things that are not yet done, and the administration should not sit back and relax because the situation may reoccur.
The IT students, they never had even a projector, and these days we're having the academic registrar come at the main campus. This is how a university is supposed to run. At least now reach a campus and you feel there is management that is running the university. Also, we have given us the Deputy Vice Chancellor, that is Professor Chigongo, to be fully sitting at this campus. He comes here from Monday to Wednesday and don't sit behind there thinking the students are now settled. We want to see development going on. If you finish roofing the engineering block, go to the education block, go to the hostels, because they are still leaking.
On 26 August 2016, the students at Mutesa Wanlo University Kirumba Masaka campus, led by the Guild President Engineer Lumu Jesse and the Speaker of the Guild Parliament, Anthony Twabawa, went on strike during the council meeting, which left the Vice Chancellor's car vandalized, 11 students arrested, and the campus closed for 2 weeks.
book in the newspaper on Wednesday, 28 September 2016. The first actions that were taken by the committee were sending Professor Sengwanga out of office for 5 months to allow the investigation to go on without hindrance. The committee
also recommended that the current Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Bukenya Isaac Chigongo, work as acting Vice Chancellor until next year, 2017, when they will submit their final report. But the Dean of Students has called it rumors that the Vice Chancellor has never been forced for a 6-month leave as a midterm.
Our reporter, Maureen Nakunda, Nansan Barita, Basanya Lawrence, and Nakamwadi Safina have more of this story.
Fresh Details has confirmed that the Vice-Chancellor Mutesa Wanro University has not been forced into a leave as it's been rumored. This has been common on social media and all over the university that the Vice-Chancellor has been forced into a 6-month leave. Royal TV managed to talk to one of the administrators around the campus in the names of Nampija Florence, the Dean of Students, who confirmed that the Vice-Chancellor was not forced into a leave. It was not true that the Vice-Chancellor was forced into a leave because they have never got any informal communication as staff that the Vice-Chancellor has been forced into a leave. It's seriously 2 weeks off when he was in Sweden on official duties and is again going for a short leave like any other employed person, but not being forced.
First of all, we have never gotten any formal communication as staff that the Vice-Chancellor has been forced into leave. It is true he has been on a leave for the previous 1 week. The other week he had gone to Sweden. He was on official duties and is going on another short leave. But that doesn't mean that it is a forced leave. Anyone can go on leave anytime. Okay. So the Vice-Chancellor being on leave or going for leave does not mean that he has been forced into that leave. It is a normal leave, just like any other person can take it. Okay. It is a normal leave. Anyone can go on leave. Anyone who is employed can go on leave. For example, we have a lady here, support staff. She's on leave.
The first leave rumors that were circulating on social media, newspapers like Kamunye, Bukede, Red Pepper and around the university premises was due to the strike that boomed at the university on 23 August 2016, where students pinned the Vice-Chancellor to resign his office.
On Monday, 26th of September 2016, the whole world was on a standstill as they waited to see the USA presidential debate.
The debate was held where each candidate told the electorates why is the best choice candidate to lead USA.
Clinton highlights few things she wants to be done if elected USA president, like empowering women into businesses, set up a minimum wage for workers, and to look on economic stability of USA, while Trump put more emphasis on reducing taxes because of manufacturers, as well as stopping immigrants such that Americans can enjoy their country.
Our reporters Alex Munza, Douglas Tisto and Nenyunga Gloria sounded more about this. It was Monday morning, 26th September, whereby all Ugandans were on a standstill waiting for the first US presidential debate. This debate was between the Republican nominee Donald Trump and the Democratic nominee Ms. Hillary Clinton. These two excitedly entered the conference hall and had to have a handshake first. The debate started with both presidential aspirants talking about the America's economy and the general uplifting of America. The debate was successfully held as everyone promised how he or she is the right candidate to drive America.
We are talking about the important issues facing our country. You have to judge us. Who can shoulder the immense, awesome responsibilities of the presidency?
Mr. Trump, the same question to you.
Our jobs are fleeing the country. They're going to Mexico. They're going to many other countries. You look at what China is doing to our country in terms of making our product. So Ford is leaving.
Hillary Clinton highlights to empower women, which she believes is a sign of equality. She promised to establish the American economy and set a minimum wage for the Americans.
Trade is an important issue. Of course, we are 5% of the world's population. We have to trade with the other 95%. And the kind of plan that Donald has put forth would be trickle-down economics all over again. In fact, it would be the most extreme version, the biggest tax cuts for the top percent of the people in this country than we've ever had. I call it trumped up trickle down, because that's exactly what it would be. You know, Donald was very fortunate in his life, and he started his business with $14 million borrowed from his father, and he really believes that the more you help wealthy people, the better off we'll be, and that everything will work out from there. I don't buy that.
The Republican nominee Donald Trump promised to reduce taxes to the manufacturers, stopping immigrants from overtaking the Americans in job opportunities, which he said it will stop repatriation. And he framed his financial turnaround as that of a very successful private business person, juxtaposing his career with that of Clinton, who he argued has never created a single job in her life and made her money as a corrupt private official.
My father gave me a very small loan in 1975, and I built it into a company that's worth many, many billions of dollars. And I say that only because that's the kind of thinking that our country needs. Our country's in deep trouble. When we sell into Mexico, there's a tax. When they sell into us, there's no tax. It's a defective agreement. But the politicians haven't done anything about it. Now, in all fairness to Secretary Clinton, yes, is that okay? Good. I want you to be very happy.
However much different Ugandans viewed the debate in different angles, as Mr. Luwanga Bita Edward says, Donald Trump was the best.
And personally, I strongly support Donald Trump. Currently, people are complaining that the man is tribalistic, but I think that is one thing that can be dealt with. If people can talk to him, I think he can make a very good president. He's a man with an independent mind. To the information I'm getting from different people who listen to the debate, I hear that Donald Trump, my candidate, of course, was the best. A man and with an open mind, a man who speaks out his mind. Because I hear people say that somebody had to write a script for Clinton.
Still, Clinton remains on top of him. Reason being, Donald Trump is so abusive. For example, in the last debate, he promised that he would have at least abused her.
In the aftermath of the first debate, Clinton has opened up a lead in vote-rich Florida, according to two polls conducted there. The Democratic former Secretary of State is also ahead in post-debate poll in Colorado, Michigan, Nevada, New Hampshire, North Carolina, and Virginia. And while her lead in some of those states is more precarious than in others, current polls indicate Clinton would win upwards of 300 electoral votes if the elections were held today. But the question remains, who won the U.S. first debate?
It's very important to me. But in all fairness to Secretary Clinton, when she started talking...
Thank you so much, reporters. Now, in sports, our reporters, Yorinda Makuna, Civil War Advisor, Atayo Marigan, and Juliet Nakawisi, have looked on the Interfaculty Freshers Sports Ghana, where all freshers participated. Let's get the story. A high-key mood greeted the commencement of the Interfaculty Freshers Sports Gala that happened on the 17th of September 2016 at the University Playgrounds. There were many different faculties that participated, including science and technology, social culture, education, and business. Games participated include volleyball, rope pulling, race 100 meters, netball, and football. Science and technology and education football match opened up the competitions as organized and sponsored by the Guild Body and the Sports Ministry. Education defeated science in the match with 3-1 goals. Business defeated social culture with 1-0. The Mutesa Wano University Guild President, Ingnia Jesse Lomusero Nkuma, was the guest of honor at the event and also embraced the giving out of trophies and prizes to the winners. This was intended to warmly welcome the young ones in the university and also prepare them for the interfaculty games that happen every year in the first semester, as lamented by the Sports Minister.
4 faculties that participated in the interfaculty freshers gala. Next, we participated in many games: volleyball, netball, football, rope pulling, race, that is 100 meters, short release, among others. We awarded them the trophies. As you go there, those trophies, they have them in their doors or in their offices. Not only those ones, we even awarded a lot of prizes, including certificates to the best players, top scorers, best disciplined students, even other participants. We are soon opening up for interfaculties.
As scheduled on the event program, education won the games after ranking the most among all the faculties: science and technology, business, and finally social culture. However, when Royal TV visited the chief fresher, that is Honorable Cheswa, known as Warid, the games were not free and fair. To some students who had their own weaknesses in them.
But according to the organizing committee, what I myself saw as some of the weaknesses, there was the weakness of time management. Because time is a big thing in our lifetime. If we manage to catch up with time, that means we shall always succeed. We had a problem of time management within the committees. There was the weakness of poor organization. Let me say for the teams which participated, because every faculty was requested for the 10K.
These games left all the freshers happy and motivated because their talents were searched and discovered. This also enhanced them to participate more in every game that happens in a university. It's been a pleasure having you watching 7 live news. I was your host, Doreen Namakula, and I'm Sam Banks. Have a blessed day.
During the struggle of collecting a total in Uganda at large, Mawogola Sabuka massively responded to this campaign. Join me once Cosmos Royal TV live at
135 students university in Kirumba Masaka. The ICC presided over the ceremony. Yet on Royal TV for more details, news line up.
Police released a report on Uganda. Police arrested the man who raped Mwanga Solomon on Royal TV live at 7.
As the president was placed in jail, live on Royal TV.
The former FDC player Kanuchiza Besigye, but surprisingly, join me 7. I'm Cheyun Lameka.